oval cashmere, the look of the oval simulated cashmere in the rose vermeil, rose gold vermeil, and we took this from, wow, $179 to $129. You're gonna see a clock on your screen immediately because at $50 savings, this will never be back at this price. This is officially retired after tonight's show. I have fewer than 100 of these to go around. It's that pristine nature of that one big stone in the center, but then look at this. This is the magic. Look at the magic in getting a designer detailed piece. And then in the rose too. Jean, I know anything you do in the rose, oh, these are going fast. Anything you do in the rose, people adore.
Well, the rose is not a trendy color. Rose is very feminine. It's very soft. It's gentle. It looks amazing on olive tone skin. Yeah, it's a great, great warm color. It's very sweet. And then what I like about that ring is that you've got sort of that very simple, almost contemporary sort of look around a stone that's very unique. The Kashmir sapphire is the rarest color of sapphire there are. They are in another world of their own.
Have you worked with
a genuine Kashmir sapphire is like, it's almost a thing of, it's really a thing of beauty, but it's exactly that color. I always say that, and you have to believe me, but if you don't, you could always look online like Kashmir sapphire, and you'll see a lot of different qualities. But if you type extraordinary or amazing or whatever, you'll see that exact color. It's that royal blue that's so unique to the Kashmir. It looks like nothing else, and there's no other stone that looks quite like it. And then again, that three-dimensional appreciation of your jewelry. From the top, it's all about the stone, it's all about the color, and as your hand moves around, then it reveals itself. There's more to it, there's more to the ring, there is something different that you will get to experience, that people looking at your jewelry will get to experience. That's what creates the entire interest of the piece.
It's amazing. And that large center stone. Okay, we have less than a minute. It could sell out before that minute is up. The contrast, too, between that blush rose color and the blue.
The Kashmir works beautifully. That's why I wanted to do it with that color, because I wanted to keep the ring soft and, you know, and warm. If I put it in platinum, if I put it in silver, then it's kind of colder tone. It's not quite as casual. I think that ring has, you know, that sort of beauty and uniqueness of a stone that's very rare, but it's got sort of that casual feels, if you will, that the rose gold gives to the ring. Very easy to wear. You can slip that on very, very easily.
But I love that this is almost like a little mosaic.
And there's a little pattern, a little cluster of stones. There are either marquise, rounds, or pairs that are always set up on the side. So it's only something that is revealed at a very unique moment. It's not all the time. You don't see it all the time. People looking at your jewelry don't see it all the time. So it sets that piece of jewelry apart from anything else you've ever seen. Because while the overall design is simple and timeless and classic, there's nothing, you know, regular about that ring.
Oh, there is nothing ordinary about this.
Ordinary.
Hang in there. We are very, very busy. Guess what's sold out? The hoop/stud earrings, they're gone. And I hope you get the earrings I'm wearing because they are out of this world. We have so much more to do. We have an hour and 15 minutes left with Jean.